So I'm going to do a video on how to make your own tomato sauce, custom, from scratch. We're talking vine ripe tomatoes, people. So you pick those, right? And then we're going to hurry in the house because it's hot. Thank you, Illinois. Yeah. Okay. So we fast forward to this part. That was my version of fast forwarding. So we get your tomatoes here, right? I do not peel my potatoes, or excuse me, tomatoes. Long day. I don't peel them, mainly because in the past I've done my own sauce using big boy tomatoes, or they're like the large variety of tomatoes. Worked out fine. These are actually Roma tomatoes. They are supposed to be better for sauces because they are supposed to be sweeter. Haven't made sauce yet. I actually have to admit, I've been experimenting with smoothies. Since tomatoes are somewhat similar to a fruit, I've actually been cutting those guys up, putting them in a smoothie with strawberries, of course with some juice, like an apple juice or something like that, and making it a smoothie. Works out really great. Good in the morning. Anyways, so you slice these. I usually go down the center, and then once they're split open, I will do a quick little triangle at the top here when they're split in half to get rid of the green stem that sometimes is in there. So then you get you a pot, throw them in, have the heat on, add a little water. I like to add olive oil instead of regular vegetable oil. If you're going to get olive oil, please make sure that you get the bottle that is dark green. This, not necessarily that brand, but the bottle is dark green. You can see through it because I have a light over that way. Looks like I'm going to have to be getting some more because I'm getting kind of low. Don't get the bottles that are light colored. I've been told, I've not experienced, but I've been told by people who use a lot of olive oil that it goes rancid, and therefore you just spend a lot of money on something you can no longer use. So back to this. We're boiling, and pretty much tomatoes have a lot of water in them themselves, but I like to add at least half a cup of water from the sink or bottled water, or wherever you live, wherever you get your water source from. Half a cup of water, add it to that, let it simmer and boil with the lid on. I like that because right now we really want to use that steam and that water to break down the peel. So we'll let that do that for, I'd say, about 30 minutes. Might be a little too long. I'd go about 15. Also, this is a fairly large pot, so for me it may take that amount of time because my pot is so wide and my flame is tiny. Hello, bigger stove in the future. Anyways, gonna go over here. Once that has simmered down some more, we're actually gonna add our Italian seasoning in. I like the large one. I get it from Sam's Club, and just because I use a lot of it. But anyways, we'll just put that in here along with whatever other seasoning and spices that you would like to have in your own spaghetti sauce. That's why it's called custom. It's lovely, it's great. You can make as large or as little as you want, and store it in containers. Put it in a bottle, freeze it. I recently froze some, I guess microwaved it yesterday, and had a lovely little pasta dinner. Soups, all that stuff. It's a good idea, especially with the way that the world is going today, with how food is being grown and raised, and I really like the organic stuff. That's as organic as you get, straight from the backyard to the stove. I grow without pesticides. Yes, it is a task, but it is possible. How to do that, really, I'm not going to make another tutorial on that, but I'll just tell you. Listerine, half Listerine and half water in a spray bottle. You spray it on your plants. There are natural products in the Listerine that bugs are repelled by. So I prefer that because pesticides to me are just a little too scary, and I've also realized that now that I'm a little older, still in my 20s, a little older than what I used to be, I have an allergy to them. So just a tip for anybody who may be having an issue. I can't even eat store-bought apples anymore. That's how bad it is. I mean, it's in everything. So if you can and you have the patience, grow your own stuff. The ability to make things is amazing. I know you probably were wondering what this is. These are actually potatoes that I've grown. I'm doing a lemon pepper potato, And basically I'll be throwing those in an air fryer, which I recommend because you don't use as much grease. So anyways, have a great day. This is Ashley. Peace out. Enjoy your dinner.